everyone. Today we're going to be talking about how does fast food affect your brain. So, according to many studies, fast food impairs children's abilities to think and learn and remember. What do you guys think about that?
So when you eat fast food, it affects your brain. Like
It-
you can't think or
it-
memorize well.
When you're an adolescent, if you eat a lot of fast food, it like affects your ability to remember and think and store information in your brain.
That could really impact the academic, the country's academic rate
Yeah.
very negatively.
Yeah, I think especially here in Dubai, fast food is really accessible.
Yeah.
So I think that may have something to do with the academic results of this country, but
Yeah, and the UAE is one of the countries that has the most obesity rates.
yeah,
Um,
I think it's because it's so easy just to
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also because Dubai compared to other countries, it's kind of like it's cheaper than other countries, so it's easier to get like fast food.
right.
basically, fast food has been linked to lots of other diseases like cancer, and if you eat lots of fast food, it can cause inflammatory and autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases is basically when your autoimmune system starts attacking parts of your own body
Right.
because it thinks that it's a threat.
Lots of studies show that excessive fast food consumption is linked to anxiety symptoms and can be a cause of depression because of the refined carbohydrates and the blood sugar. Your blood sugar fluctuates because of the amount of carbohydrates consumed.
So it depends on the amount of fast food you eat.
Yeah, the funny thing is a lot of people eat fast food as a comfort food,
Yeah.
especially when they're feeling symptoms of anxiety, but it just aggravates it more.
Yeah, it helps at the moment, but then after that, it just doesn't it's no.
I think one of the biggest reasons why it could be linked to anxiety is because a lot of the time people feel guilty for eating unhealthy food. So I think they will just
Like for example, like I want to lose weight and I'm like literally eating fast food. I'm like, okay, this is not working. You're not gonna lose weight.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that the amount of carbohydrates, the simple carbohydrates that there is in fast food, doesn't only impact anxiety and depression, your mental state.
Yeah.
It also could give you Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease.
Yeah. Junk food also actually shrinks the brain, according to some MIT studies.
Really?
Yeah. The hippocampus, which is the memory center of the brain, researchers have found that people who eat lots of junk food don't perform as well as those who eat healthy diets in simple memory tests.
Yeah, because like our brain needs nutrients to because our brain uses a lot of fat to memorize things and remember things.
Honestly, it really shows how the foods that you eat really impact you. It's really crazy.
If people know the depth of what's gonna happen if you eat unhealthy food, then they're probably gonna stop.
And also the amount of sodium that's in fast food can't be good for
Exactly.
your heart or anything.
Or your bones or anything.
Because sodium impacts your blood and blood sugar negatively.
Right.
Okay, so what fast food it's not always burgers and fries. It's fast food is fast cooked food, or when you take a takeaway, or preheated or pre-cooked ingredients that you eat. These are fast food, so you can't. Yeah.
But a lot of the common thing in fast food is that it's not really nutritious enough for your body.
And also, in 2021, a study was made, and that was only a year ago. Basically, they compared data from 322 males and 322 females from age 30 and older. They found that healthy food, they associate with leafy greens, nuts, and fish, and it gives them a more positive mood overall. While fast food gave women significantly more negative associations. So they felt depressed, more anxiety. Their mood was overall down. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And fast food, it's full of salt, sugar, saturated fats, trans fats, which we all know that's no good, calories, and processed preservatives and ingredients.
Another recent study showed that when a person ate fast food every day for 30 days, and his brain reacted in the same way, a lot of people's brains will react to drugs. It's the same level of addiction, the same pardon?
Wavelength.
Yes, the same brain waves are emitting as though he was consuming drugs.
Wait, so like, does it depend on that person? Like, for example, if he takes it 30 days, like
No.
another person can take it for 40 days and then have the same.
It doesn't matter how long you take it, your brain still reacts in the same way.
Oh my god.
And the thing is that fast food companies use that to make more money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which
Exactly.
is
It's like a lot of even like children, like
Yeah.
they develop addictions early on because, like, I mean, it's okay to have it once in a while, but like a lot of children have it all the time, and that grows that develops your brain in such a way that they become so addicted to it that it becomes something that when even they're much older, they still have the same craving.
Yeah, it becomes a need, not a want.
Yeah, and like if you're going out
with your friends to the mall, the thing that you're gonna eat is fast food. Like,
Yeah, it's very rare that you're gonna eat like a salad.
yeah.
Mhm.
and like if you do, like,
Do you guys have that one friend that eats really healthy and you're like eating fast food?
Yeah.
Another thing about mental health and fast food, a lot of people tend to like be conscious when they're eating fast food in front of like people like their friends, like because they feel like they might judge. Yeah, that's a really big cause of anxiety. So
Like you know why McDonald's like has toys for kids? They want them to get addicted.
exactly, it's a enticing what'd you call it? What's the word?
it's something that marketing. It's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
It
basically.
gets you more addicted to the
Yeah.
food.
A kid. So if your brother or sister sees another kid walking with McDonald's toy,
toy.
and they're gonna be like, "I want McDonald's." Like
Yeah.
it's something that makes you remember McDonald's.
And they've like branded it so heavily, like they put McDonald's arches on every single toy to like make it known that it's from McDonald's, so that every single time you see it, you're like, oh, now I want McDonald's.
Yeah, and they've sponsored with many toy companies to make those toys.
Yeah.
And it's not like normal toy companies that no one would know about. It's movies,
Like cartoons.
Like the
Yeah.
movies kids watch.
Toy Story.
Yeah,
Like,
like
the
Disney.
newest movies.
newest
Yeah,
movies.
so yeah.
And one of the more serious impacts of, well, all of these are serious, but another serious impact of fast food is sleep disturbances. Pop and cola drinks often contain caffeine, which makes bedtime an ordeal by postponing normal sleep-wake cycles. And also, the crash of your blood sugar after eating fast food impacts the sleep you're gonna get at night. So, I mean, if you have an exam, eating some fast food as comfort food is not really the best thing to do.
Imagine going to the exam like you've eaten all the McDonald's menu the day
Yeah,
before
you're
because you were
gonna-
so nervous.
Yeah.
And you have more anxiety now. You don't remember anything that you've studied for the past.
Your brain
2
just
weeks.
goes blank. It's
And
just
you-
like white.
And you're
You
just
can't
sitting
see
there with a
anything.
pencil
Yeah.
and paper looking at the test.
And as well as that, obviously fast food, if you eat it excessively, it could lead to obesity and diabetes, which then mentally, if it affects you because you have a lower self-esteem, this could result in depression or anxiety or
It affects you mentally and physically.
yeah,
So,
it's actually really scary when you think about
yeah. So the brain actually controls like your thought, your memory, your emotion, touch, like basically everything. And fast food like can affect all these things. So it's kind of scary to know that if you eat fast food excessively, then these things might impact you like really, really badly.
What's
Very ironic is when people eat fast food, they're actually aware that it's not good for them.
Yeah.
They keep eating it, and afterwards they feel bad about themselves,
Mhm.
even though at that very moment they felt
Because it's
they-
so
yeah.
addictive, you can't stop. You're
They
like
felt-
thinking,
Yeah.
I need to stop eating, but you're eating.
Yeah,
like
you felt
it's
comforted at that very one moment, but over time,
Mhm.
you get something called body dysmorphia, basically,
Yeah.
where you don't feel good about your body,
Yeah.
but you keep doing the same thing that's impacting your body negatively.
It's actually really crazy how unanimously loads of people have comfort in eating fast food, even though they know that it's bad for them. Like, it's just for the taste. For example, for some weird reason, the taste and like the textures and everything in your mouth in that moment is so comforting.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Exactly.
Like, you want to go back to, you know it's wrong, but you want to go back to it, and then you just keep doing it until you're like, okay, I need to stop that. But then you never do.
Yeah.
Also, too many calories and high calorie intake can increase the risk of cell damage in your brain. You could literally lose brain cells.
So on a test, you'd be like losing brain cells.
Like the day before you've eaten like a lot of fast food and on the test you have like one brain cell left. I don't think that's the best situation to be in.
Yeah.
But like we can conclude that fast food impacts your body on a long-term basis negatively.
Yeah.
And sure that it makes you feel good at the
Yeah.
one moment, but over time it actually
Yeah.
impacts
Yeah,
your
it-
mental state,
yeah.
and mental health.
Yeah.
To go back to the brain waves of like when you're eating fast food and how it's similar to intaking substances, apparently it's the reward system. Eating fast food, the taste, the feeling, the textures, everything, it gives you and stimulates the reward system in the same way addictive drugs do.
Yeah.
That's really like terrifying.
So we've really come to a conclusion where fast food is really addictive, and it's really hard to stop. So like if you see someone that's not eating fast food and they're eating salad, you should like give them an award for not eating fast food.
Yeah, and the thing is, what was I gonna say? Basically, the reward system, it's you don't have basically we shouldn't reward ourselves, by fast food.
Yeah. I mean, while it is like something that's tasty and something that is like you can motivate yourself by eating it, you should motivate yourself by eating, I don't know, maybe like a small chocolate rather than like
chocolate, because our chocolate tastes nice and it's healthier than normal chocolate.
We're not saying that
Eat
to not
chocolate.
eat
Yeah.
chocolate or like
Or
to not eat fast food.
it's
We're
okay
saying that we shouldn't-
occasionally.
Yeah, like we shouldn't eat it excessively or like
Mhm.
like every day. So actually, the brain the 60% of the human brain is made of fat. So
Oh.
like you have to eat healthy food for the fat to be like positive,
Balanced,
like
isn't it?
balanced. So
Right.
you have to eat healthy food, not only fast food.
So finally, fast food
It's very addictive.
is very addictive.
Yeah,
and
it
can
attacks
hinder your mental health and your memory and your IQ as well.
and it's linked with many diseases.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
it can affect you mentally and physically.
Okay. I think
Okay.
that's
So we'll just
wrap
end it
up.
off here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.